Exdo, our special guest for today. The conversation continues. We're about to talk about beefs, Charlie. What we've benefited. Has it even given us any benefits? Do we need it as an industry? Is it an accepted phenomenon? Beefs. He's an experienced, I can say beefer. Beef artist. Anyway, Chief Charlie.
Yeah.
I know about have you been following the conversation and meetings?
Yeah, meeting. So, but I believe it's the same thing.
Yes, from Saturday, fallouts of Saturday.
And all
we want to exhaust it.
I had the heated, arguments.
Yeah,
I didn't get the substance of it.
Right.
But I want to believe that it's still in the spirit of the occasion. Where everybody's expressing dispassionately or passionately what they feel about the whole thing. As regards whether you're asking me a direct question if beefs are good for the industry.
No, you can take it. You can take it. Definitely, I'll be coming back to Exdo, but whatever you have to say about it.
You see, in industry, there are two paradigms: the Eastern and the Western paradigm. Now, the Easterners, which is the Chinese or the Orientals, they believe in communalism. They believe that if we help one another, we all grow. So their society is more family oriented, united, helping one another. That's why most of them are socialist states. And thus far, it has proven to work, albeit there are issues with it. Now the Western concept or the Western paradigm is that of competitiveness or adversarial corporate world. And if I say adversarial, it means that me against you or you against me. So we compete, winner takes all. And that thing, if you like, because we are practitioners of democracy right now, we have imbibed that culture where everything in our society right now has become competitive or adversarial. Let's take our politics, for instance. The polarized nature of our politics, which has made it highly adversarial. So if I take this stance, by all means, because I'm the opposition, I have to come and condemn it. And so now there is the NDC on one side, MPP on one side. If it's blue and MPP says it's blue, each follower says it's blue. If NDC says no, it's green, each follower says it is green. And there's no middle line. So why are we surprised that there is a spillover even into our music? Where now there's a sharp divide between the two A-list artists that we have in Ghana. It is the nature of the political practice and the business frontiers that we have practiced over the years. This is the fallout. This is where it is leading us. As regards whether it is good or it is bad, we are yet to clearly see how bad or how good it is. I think this is the beginning of the negatives of such a practice, the adversarial nature of things. Now, for our industry, it seemed that beef cannot all be negative. It depends on the modus operandi of the beef itself.
Okay.
As regards, like we're saying right now, people are pulling guns, knives, and so on and so forth. Then obviously that is the negative side of beefing. Because then it can go on, as we have seen in the West and in Jamaica and so on and so forth. It can go on and people will lose lives, people will go to jail and so on and so forth. But if it remains at the level of simply taunting, throwing jabs on social media, like we do in school, when we attended Interco, the worst we would do is to, laugh at the losing team, taunt them a little bit, and that's where the kids dies. But what we're seeing currently, where people are actually earning their livelihood from beefing, then we have gotten to a stage where we are treading on seriously dangerous grounds. And I'm glad that we have Exto here in the studio, so we'll talk about beefs during their days. Of course, it didn't so much escalate during their days, even though I think the president came in to try to resolve the issue and so on and so forth. I think it wasn't as we're seeing it today, because back in the day there were fan bases who were funding the thing. So the fans were unanimous regarding wanting peace. And that's how come the president had to step in.
Right.
But as we're seeing it today, where there are fan bases, where people are actually earning their livelihood and people are thriving on the beefs that are going on, it's like everything else in our nation. People thrive on chaos. So where even structures are put down for the structures to work for the benefit of all, people would deliberately put impediments and pegs in the way of the structure so that it doesn't work, so that people will benefit from the chaos. And that is what is happening right now. So in a way, because of the nature of the industry right now, there has to be a certain level of beefing or competitiveness so that both can attempt to push their brand. Bear in mind, competition is good. Because when I'm competing with you, it helps me to hone my craft and refine my craft and sharpen what I have. For instance, Stonebwoy winning the Reggae Dancehall Artist of the Year, perhaps if Shatta is still included or there's another person, they'll be willing to work harder. They would basically take Stonebwoy's songs or albums or what he has done or his templates and study it and try to outdo him, so that next year they too can win the Reggae Dancehall Artist of the Year. So to that extent, it is good for us, because then it sharpens, like iron sharpens iron. So it sharpens one another as the competition goes on. But that's where it should remain. I think all this, it should just be to an extent that people will sharpen their craft and become better, portions or better versions of themselves. And not to actually now physically attack one another. We have gone too far in the beefing. Even though, a bit of it is good for the industry. Now, even though it's negative, we've got the entire nation and everybody who matters in this country, we've got them talking about our industry. This is where it begins. We've gotten them talking about our industry. At least we've gotten everybody talking about our entertainment instead of the usual politics in the morning. So it means that we have drawn the necessary eyes towards us. The necessary traffic is towards us right now. So how do we channel this energy towards us right now to a positive light, for the betterment of our industry? So in a nutshell, beef to an extent is good for the thriving and the forward motion of the industry. But it shouldn't be carried too far where lives are endangered.
Right. Thank you very much, Chief Charles. He started it off for us with regards to beefs. Welcome, big man.
Yeah, man. Welcome.
Midea.
Yeah, man.
Midea. I say they take your water, you cool down.
Oh, yeah, I have to cool down.
XX.
Yeah, man.
XX.
That's the name.
Chief Beef Artist. For some time now, most platforms you've been on, you keep speaking against beef, like Munjai, Munsheye, Munjai, Sadi. Why? Were you having a certain feeling it was going to get this far?
Of course, it's obvious. It's like if you've done something before, you know how the outcome comes, right? Unless you haven't been there before. And most of them haven't been there before. This is their first time they are testing the waters. But we've tested it and we see the outcome of it. You know what I mean? So the moment they started, I knew it was not going to go well, especially how they were going about it. I'm cool with Chicago. We started off when things was very rough, right? It got to a point it was escalating like that. I couldn't go anywhere alone. I had to go with entourage.
For real?
For real, because people were attacking me.
And we're talking about how many years ago?
20 years.
20 years ago.
Right? And Chicago, too, the same thing. Anytime I have show somewhere, his fans will come and try to destabilize the show, right? And sometimes if we have a show somewhere, my fans goes there to do that. And sometimes the fans fight. Back then, guns were not that common like that. They were fighting. Some of them fight, and it gets to a point that they have to call reinforcement and stuff like that to come and cool it down and stuff, right?
Wow.
So it got to a point that I myself, I wasn't too safe going around, right? I wasn't too safe moving around in some places. But me, I'm a street boy. Yeah. I go every corner, every ghetto, every corner in Ghana. I go there freely. So it got to a point that I realized that no, things were not going the way it's supposed to be. And it was rough. So the president came in, invited all of us, talked to us, we signed a bond, that we were not going to do that again.
A bond of how many years, or was it months? What was in the bond?
To extreme, like to infinity.
Okay.
Right?
Indefinite.
Indefinite. You understand? So it got to a point that the two of us have to be there, shake hands. Graphic took it, spread it around like people, and then we came out with a press release that we are not going to do that again.
Were there sanctions that you've been asked not to do X, Y, Z? If you do it, were there sanctions?
Back then, when you try to make too much noise, especially in violent way in Ghana, under President J.G. Rawlings, you are being called to order. Right, and people will check you. Our time, things were like that. We check.
We were checked.
We were checked, and they advised us not to do that again. Next time we do that, or they see any fans fighting, like about us, they will catch us into prison, not the fans.
Okay, so that was the sanction.
That was the sanction.
The promise of what they will do to you if you violated any of the things.
And at the same time, they told us that it's not going to help the industry. It's a new industry we started, and we are young, and they were referring us to Tupac and Biggie, and they lost their lives and all that. So we got to a point I realized that no, this is not what we have to do. So me coming back to the game again, I realized my mistakes. So if you could remember, I said I did so many things that I regretted doing because at the age that I was at that time and the mind I had that time, I was very young and I was acting so childish. Sometimes Chicago do the same thing. So I came out, first of all, whoever I dissed, I apologized to Stone and to Chicago. I told them that I'm very sorry and I regret doing that. And ever since, I tried to advise my fellow musicians not to go into beef.
Right.
Because Tupac and Biggie self regret doing beef. Because they are no more. Their kids are suffering right now. Right? Their fans are just like that. They don't know what to talk about again. You understand what I mean? So it got to a point I realized that no, this is not what we're supposed to do. So as a person that people point their fingers and their arms to on me that I started beef, I don't feel good. I don't want my kids to grow up to be like, oh, now they be Bonnie Abagana. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to go back and apologize. I say Kwasi Ape nonsense again. So I have to go back and apologize. I apologize to Rockstone. I apologize to Chicago. We are friends, we came together, and ever since I've been preaching stop beefing.
Stop beefing.
Stop beefing. Stop beefing.
What was this particular incident that got the government involved?
Yeah, if I could remember, it's the fans, People try to
was
talk.
there a show or something you did that finally had to call
there was some show at Street Fair, right, where the crowd was trying to fight each other because of me and Reggie. Now there was a time Reggie went there earlier, dissed me on the stage, right? He didn't do a song to diss me, but he was dissing me on stage.
Okay. And
he was getting the crowd very, very annoyed at some point. Right, it got to a point that anytime I go anywhere people will talk against me. Sometimes, back then, now people are lucky, they do back away. Back then, it's not away. They will throw you stones, they will throw you chaluati, they will throw you everything they have on them to the stage. So if you are not a strong artist, you cannot climb even the stage.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? But it's getting to a point where now guns are being legally handled in Ghana. And there's no difference between the gun which is legally handled to you and then
the
illegal one.
Yeah.
They all kill.
Yeah.
They can all do the same work. You understand? So when I realized that no, it got to a point people were getting slapped because it's supporting a different artist. People were coming up dissing other artists, telling them they are this, they are this, they are that, they are that. And nowadays it's not like before. The music is emotional. Anybody that tells music is emotional thing. It can make you, it can unmake you, it can heal you, it can kill you, it can make you get sick, and it can even make you go rough. Music can bring fight, music can bring love. Music can heal you when you're sick. Music can even motivate you to go look for work. Music can let you be in a position to take your time to do stuff. So music is very dangerous. If we don't know, that is why it is very dangerous for us to take good care of it and know how we manage it. You understand what I mean?
Were you inciting your fans at any point in time within
of course.
You get on stage, you tell them to do things. Go after
No,
Chicago.
I don't necessarily have to. I just have to push them. You see that guy, I kill him, they follow me, they do this, Charlie. Anytime that guy go talk, tell him your mind. Tell him your mind alone explains everything. Tell him your mind alone can let somebody slap you.
And that's telling him your mind.
Telling him your mind. Because I remember there was a time Yapuno's manager got slapped. And that was why I started coming out like it's not good, we should stop. Because when it gets physical, now it's not going to be slap again. It's going to be knives. It's going to be guns. And who knows, next time it's going to be bombs.
Do beefs have positive side?
No, not at all. Anybody that tells you that beef have positive side, that person probably wants to have fun with dangerous, like having fun with the wire, like having fun with electricity, like having fun with some dangerous stuff. That one they will tell you because what? It gets your attention. It gives you the attention and it gives you shows, you get some money and...
But you got all those things?
Yeah, I got that.
Okay.
Right? But making money out of wrong moves, it is not good money.
Right.
You will end up losing all of it. You understand what I mean? Because you'll be driving, but people will be pointing hands on you like, unless maybe modern Ghana, people want to take that as a risk. But where I'm coming from, I don't want to be pointed wrongly. That me cry, I don't feel comfortable living.
Were you called to order, apart from the government coming in, were you called to order by industry folks or other top musicians?
Of course.
Who
At
are
that
some
time,
of these
Sidi
people?
Kuwari was there, Mantonto was there, Jidublambule was there. Other musicians came up, Sweepy McJamfies, Chasamwa, all of them, and Pidu, all of them came up.
They spoke to you
They
guys?
spoke to me, and they spoke to like all of us.
All of you in Chicago?
Me and Chicago.
But you never listened to what they told you?
Oh no, you can't say you won't listen. If that elderly people talking to you, because you came to meet them in the industry and you're a small boy, you're like 20 years. And if someone who is around 40, 45 years is advising you, you cannot say
listen.
no. You understand? Beefs are not healthy. It doesn't help any industry.
So how come it took the government to get you guys to stop it?
Because of the government listens to the radio. Nowadays, the radio has its own body. Right? Those days, it's not like that. The government knew what can worry the country, and most of them start on radio. First, if even coup is about to happen, people go straight to the radio and seize that place and announce that there is coup.
Yeah.
But now, radio is even at people's room. So they hide and do everything. They talk anyhow. The NCA is not even controlling everybody. Anybody comes with no experience, talks what he feels. But broadcasting is different. It is not like before. Broadcasting, you cannot just come up and say anything. Because what you are saying, you don't know how many people listening to you. So if you've come on radio to talk something better and you didn't say it and you come to talk wrongly, you don't know how many people you are inciting. You understand what I'm saying? So it is not good at all.
Did you take inspiration from other beefs that were happening before yours?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll say yes. Because
From who and who?
those days, Tupac and Biggie was there. And
Okay.
being a young guy, I thought, hey, Charlie, hype. So when I realized that somebody was triggering me or I wanted to tell my mind because people are denying me from so many points, maybe my moves were not the moves, so I didn't understand it that way. So I needed to come in with force and all that. And I felt bad when people were trying to do stuff that would tarnish my image. Now, if it was now, I would have taken my time because time tells everything.
Wow. Biggie and Tupac. Here, did you have inspiration from any of our local artists at your time? Were there beefs before yours?
No. There was healthy beef.
Which is?
Which is maybe Lumba and Nane
Nane
Champo.
Champo.
Yeah.
What makes it healthy?
Because you never see their fans fighting. And they make fun of themselves. They have fun. You never see even the two of them fighting. They'll be creative with their beef. You have to be creative with your beef.
So there's a creative beef.
There's a creative.
There's a peaceful beef.
Peaceful beef, which people will realize how good you are creativity. It is not about telling people or insulting people, or it's not about being violent or those things. It is not like that. Beefs will definitely come. Once we are human beings, we will have that heart that they will get to a point you say something, someone will not be happy with it. You have to come out in a different way. So beef, dear, but you have to make it well. Cook your beef well before you eat. If you don't cook it well, you'll be sick. You understand what I'm saying? So back then, healthy beef was there. But I was the one that came in with the rowdy and the straightforward. Even that one, I was creative with it.
You were creative with it.
Yes.
So,
because
at what point did it get wrong?
Knew what I was talking about. So other fans understood what I was saying.
Even though you were creative.
Even though I was creative.
Okay.
Right? Chicago became creative.
So a peaceful beef can become a bad beef.
A peaceful beef can become a bad beef,
okay.
depending on how you people handle it.
Okay.
I do shows with Chicago. I call Chicago when I'm in need. He calls me when he's in need. We are friends ever since that time. We've been friends, and up to now we are friends. But still, our fans are there. They fight each other, not in a wrong way, but a good way. You understand? When I go someplace, I go someplace, people call me Murono, and I even responded, Muromi, oh, it's fun. It's good to have that kind of balance. But when it gets to a point where it's getting physical, then it is wrong. But if you're not careful, it will get there and be worse.
How can we control it?
Simple. It's you people on the radio. It's simple. You see, you people are making the thing look so much like a serious thing. It got to a point I was advising going on radios and people say I'm not smart. People say I wasn't smart. People say we beef, no, yeah, beefy anyway. But I remember Socrates was telling me something like that at Hit FM.
What did
even
he say?
On this seat.
What did Socrates say?
Yeah, he said the same thing I'm saying. He said we wasn't smart at that time because we were supposed to carry the beef and carry it on up to now. That's what people want to hear. You see what I'm saying? Even on this table here, it's countless several times. People deny me telling people that they should stop beef.
Right.
Your panelists, plenty. I don't want to mention their names. Right. They know.
But you can if you feel that.
Oh, well, it's not necessary.
Right. But I'm saying so because you mentioned Socrates.
Yeah, because Socrates is not here with us.
Okay. All right.
You understand? There's some time somebody called like that, try to tell the person that beef is not good, and they say, oh no, Charlie. People, the panelists, you ask them. People say, oh no, it's good. Yeah, competition there, competition. Beef is not competition. It's a mission. You are sent by God to come and change some society. Right? It's a mission. It's not a competition. You do it and then God honor you. You do it and then the God honor you through people, through shows, you get money. Right? Beef can never be a competition. Like music can never be a competition.
Music can never be a competition.
No, because I have my style.
Even when you are doing it commercially.
Commercially.
Okay.
Music, seriously, music, you people call it commercial. People say commercial because what? You are selling it. But their music you can't sell.
Yeah.
But it heals people. Imagine you are an airway when they playing Bobo and this was recently they put on tape that they sell it. Bobo and things are spiritual music. Adoa and things are culture music. Music that can tell stories. You will sit down and be like, I don't know also sing. I don't know beat any bana he sing. You are not musician, but so maybe you might not think like that. But me, if I try to even listen to northern region music and all that to see why they are different. Right? But now we call something commercial. And you people advertise it. Oh, you have to do commercial music. So now everybody's channeling the same way. Everybody's going the same way. So there's no varieties. Now even Dead Body is struggling to sing. Because you people have retired all of us that you think that we are not doing commercial. And what is the commercial about? What is the commercial about? I can sit in my house and do bing bang bang, bing bang bang, bing bang bang, bing bang bang. Do record it and people play it and they're like, hey, commercial song, hey, hit it. Also be people was doing, like it's fun, all right, but it's not music.
Right.
You see, music has to do something positive to people or negative to people. So you choose. Do you want to go to the negative side?
So if people listen to Scopa to Mana and they are happy, they feel relieved, is that positive or negative?
Positive, because
Scopa to Mana, that music?
Yeah, it's a kind of music.
Okay.
You see, Scopa to Mana is releasing tension. You want to find out how the word Scopa to Mana. You see, people are even trying to go and sing like that, but they can't. A lot of people, there were challenges around. Everybody, it's music. I'd rather do that type of music than to insult or diss someone that if I catch you, I go do you this, or do you that, or do that.
So when you heard, were you at the conference center on Saturday?
Yeah, I was watching it at home.
When you saw what happened, how did you feel?
Oh, I said, they're kind of down. They're making the piano, and then they're even lucky that no trigger went off. You don't know how many people handling guns in there. You don't know how many people handling. There was tear gas and all that. And it's a new venue.
Yeah, new venue.
So security measures and security moves are a big challenge to the people who organized it. It's not normally like the National Theatre, Conference Center thing. This is just a canopy. Somebody can even go somewhere and a dine on with just blade. He can just say or bet just say not the two the Afaham and Igni passage. All those things were not put in place. Which show?
No, this is a very strong point you just raised.
Yeah, because
Obi bet me at dome.
Yes, of course.
Not the weapons. F5 inside. And yeah,
how many people surrounded? How many security men surrounded the thing? You get people. You know, this is a honorable show, right? So you expect extreme security. There are government officials there. There are musicians there, actors, everybody. Like the whole country is watching.
Yes,
that
a representation of every aspect of the
country is there.
Is there.
Right? So your security must be the number one thing, especially having those two boys coming in. And you know they are fans. Because anytime one comes there, there's trouble. Anytime any of them comes there, there's some misunderstanding. So this being the 20th anniversary, I thought that security, they could have even bounced people with tickets. It's supposed to be like that. You have to be checked from the beginning of the gate. You know, artist goes inside shows with no check. Me, I've been in there with just my tag. I go in with anything I want to go in. With just my tag, I just pass back saying, oh, minute way. Okay, no. Nobody checks the bag I'm holding. Nobody checks anything. But bad person can be an artist. Bad person can be an audience. You understand? Even bad person can be an MC. Bad person can be
anybody.
Of course. So, outside country, some of the big shows that I've gone to, you check everybody. Even the managers and even the organizers of the shows, before they get inside, you check everybody with
metal detectors, right?
You even check those who are checking.
Yeah, you check people who are checking you, right? In front of the stage, it's a new venue.
Yeah.
So in front of the stage, you have to line up security. Back in the days, we have that. Security is number one thing. You can't pass by a Panther unit and go to the stage.
There's no way.
There's no way Panther no original stage in any or guard stage. You have to respect that person in uniform. Whether in a security uniform as a bouncer or everything, no, you have to respect that. In front of the stage. So nobody walks in anyhow. Because anybody can distort the show. You understand what I mean? So security aspect, I was like, I was watching it at home and I'm like, how can this, you see how people were sitting, people are just moving around anyhow. You understand? There's no security. People coming in with all kinds of attacks which can carry a lot of stuff that you don't know. They are not wearing this normal cloth we wear. Some people come in with clothes, some people come in with wedding gowns, some people come in with a lot of things. And this wedding gowns, what will make you think that they wear that? It might be a bomb in it. You don't know. People wear some weird attire just to trend. People call it trend now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the name. That's why
just to trend.
That's why everybody's fooling around. It's normal. You see what I'm saying? People coming in that, and do you know how many number of things they can carry in there?
You never know.
Where did Stonebwoy got the gun? He had to take it from a guy in the back. So how many people handled bag in there? How many did you check all the girls with the handbag that came in? And the bags at their back? How many? You see, so these are the things we've been carried away and we are just following the media, which is you people. Because now we are saying and your face. It's nice to talk about those things.
But should the media be blamed for everything?
Media is part of it.
Right.
Media is part of it. I don't want to take one person out. Media is part of it. You entertain, excuse me to say, like unhealthy stuff that you might not know. You want to be trending. You want to be trending. So people come here and I can come here and insult anybody I want. Tomorrow you pick it and write it. I can come here and talk something positive. You'll never mind. But once I insulted that I've cool right now, everywhere is going back. You are pushing it, the agenda. You are pushing it so much hard. So that it gets to a point that I've cool doesn't even have anything bad on me, but he will start thinking like that. You understand what I'm saying? So it is not. I never endorse. I was watching, I'm like, how can people work on the stage like that? Hey, and how can you two remove a gun? How? And this is a symbol, it's a dangerous thing. What I would like them to come and do is the two of them coming out with a press release or do a press conference, advise, apologize to the general public.
The two of them.
The two of
together
them.
Or
Together.
Sitting side by side.
To apologize to the general public and to their fans that, yeah, we did mistake. We've realized our mistake. We don't encourage anybody to go on like that. From now onwards, my fans and your fans are one. You can still support who you want, but we are one. You understand what Still, I go to stage and I diss Chicago if I want.
You still diss him?
Yeah, we still diss him on stage, the same thing, but we make it as an art. We don't. You've seen most of our shows. You see, on stage I can't even act like, but at the end of the day,
clearly it's just for the light tunnel.
It's just for the light tunnel, and people will just have fun of it. You understand? So they need a serious press release. The police station and all that is not that one I don't think about.
Should the law take its own course or they should be forgiven?
Oh no, the law cannot do anything to them.
The law cannot do anything.
No, to me, if law come in and try to sanction them, put them into no. Shatta Wale has fan base. The proper way you have to go. Maybe the two of them can sign something that we will not do that again. Next time, if we hear you doing a diss song, we'll catch you. Next time, if we hear you doing a diss song, we'll catch you. If two people fight because of you, we will catch you. If two people argue,
But how can they control that? Because if they are in their houses and the fans are fighting somewhere internally, how would they know?
How did they know that they've moved gun and stuff like that? They can never be alone. There are fans everywhere.
Yeah, but that was recorded and put out.
There are people around everywhere.
You know, as we speak, maybe somebody is fighting about you and Chicago in some corner somewhere.
So this is where they will make it publicly known that anytime anybody sees anybody fighting like this and you can prove it,
good,
police will come for the person.
Good.
So if Shatta Wale fans and Stonebwoy fans go somewhere to fight, they have to go and ask Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy.
So they prove.
So that they prove.
So you're saying the law cannot do anything to them?
They can do anything. The law is law. The law is one. You remove the gun on stage. Why did you do that? Is it legal? The gun is illegal? Is it a toy gun or a normal gun? Maybe it's a toy gun. You can even act like that and be like, oh, I brought it for acting. It's a toy gun. You're an artist, so anything like that, you can defend yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, why did you go on a stage like that? You breached protocol and you went on stage. You see, why did you do that? They'll be like, oh, because I was going to congratulate him. Why did you have to go with that entourage? Oh, because I thought anywhere I go, my fans follows me to anywhere. So it wasn't something. So they can make us feel relief, not the police. It's the two of them. The two of them can make us relief, but not any police or anything. Because they can still catch them. They will come out and do the same thing. But if the two of them goes together, set somewhere, national TV, maybe xylophone, the two of them are here. They can come here and they can apologize to the general public, apologize to their fans, and caution their fans. And I think from there, it will stop from there. And nobody have to learn that. Because people are learning. A lot of people, you know how many people who are dissing? Nowadays, up and coming artists goes to shows with crowd, some gang, and they go and distort shows because their artists didn't perform. Up and coming, underground artists. I've witnessed it so many times. They go, oh no, I mean, why? They hate me. You be that guy. You be foolish boy. Say, Mr. Fratcher, you know, then they will go in there. I'll take the mic from him. I'll do that. No.
And all those things happen.
And so now I'm seeing the music like it's war. So where am I?
So you think this is the right time for them to squash the beef?
This is the right time because there's attention on them right now.
So they should squash.
It's not like one person blamed. Two of them are blamed for it. You understand what I mean? So this is the time they should come out and squash the beef. They should squash it. That one day I'm begging them, Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale. You, the two of you, have to make a press release and seize this thing outside.
A joint press conference.
Release it, let it come out. So people, all the radio stations, they will be like, oh, Kofi, you're mature. You see, when I was telling people that it will get to a point that people will die, and even people will die. Imagine someone kill someone there right now. There was gunshots outside. That's what I heard. Tear gas and everything outside. Since when musicians became like soldiers and war people? And I feel bad because yesterday everybody was calling me that we started this. We didn't start that like that. And once we started, I knew how it was going to go. So I started preaching peace about it.
Right. Which you're still doing this morning.
Which I'm still doing this morning.
Anyway, X, you have a project. Let's talk about that briefly before.
Yeah, that is what I think they should be doing.
Yes, they should squash it.
They should squash
have
it.
a joint press conference or a joint press release.
Yeah.
You know, stating that they are now one.
They are now one.
Ntokwane
Trim. Obiaye, Shatta Wale, Stonebwoy. But beef dia. Yemfanchom. Next time, no.
Okay. Good. Now let's talk about your projects.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, this is why I will even tell them to come and join me to do it, because they have the numbers, right? Since 20 years now, government is talking about sanitation, and I don't see the end. People go and gather themselves somewhere, they will sweep. At the end of the day, the garbage will still come because they don't know how to manage the waste. So I sat down, I've lived outside before, and I know how waste is managed and all that. So I realized that no, I'm a musician, I have the funds. So what will I do? Let me champion one thing as part of my social responsibility. I should do something that will help the society. So I'm putting up this campaign. It's a sanitation campaign dubbed Fatu Dustbin.
Fatu Dustbin.
Yes, Fatu Dustbin. Because that is the beginning of trash making in Ghana. The genesis of trash making in Ghana is you don't know how to manage the waste. You see people buying brooms, brush to sweep their homes, but at the end of the day they put it in a rubber bag. Why didn't you buy dustbin? The moment you buy the broom, you should buy a dustbin. You understand what I'm saying?
The moment you buy the broom,
you should buy a dustbin, because you know that after sweeping you put it in a dustbin. So I realized that I should conscientize people on how to use the dustbin more. So that with the dustbin we won't be seeing people littering around. You understand what I mean? Because but if there are dustbins around a lot and people know how to use the dustbin, I think it will go to in a far way that you don't have to worry yourself to go sweep a beach or go sweep anyway, because there won't be no filth at that point. So that's the campaign I'm putting up now.
Fatu
Dustbin.
I like that.
That's this hashtag Fatu Dustbin.
So how is it going to go like? Do you have a song for it?
Yeah, I have a song for it. First, I did Bwa no Nashe.
Yeah. I remember that one.
Yeah, it's a sanitation. So you know that Nashe. I have that sanitation thing driving me in, that I can champion it. So I did a song which is a bit remix from Wale Nashe. It's a reggae version that talks more about the sanitation. And then I'm going to go out there, preach about how to use the dustbin. Lorry stations, marketplaces, and schools. Even you see, we have people preaching God's words on the roadside. Yeah, I have people recruited for that too. That they will stand around the roadside and preach people even 20 minutes every day about
sanitation,
about how to use the dustbin.
How to use the dustbin.
How to use the dustbin. You should use the dustbin more. So there will be dustbins in Trotro. There will be dustbins everywhere around.
Do you have folks helping you?
Yeah, I have a team.
Or get some more dustbins that you'll be using for this?
Yeah, I have a dustbin that I have a team that we are going to go around to preach people, and I'm getting Zoom Lion to give us some help. I'm getting Interplus to do a lot.
Are they positive?
Yeah, Ghana, you have to go in and out, but all of them.
But it's a good cause.
Yeah, it's a good cause. All of them are showing appreciation. Ministry of Information, I'm talking to them. They are even showing interest, which I have to meet the minister for it. They are helping. Everybody seems to have a good feel about it. So I will tell you people, from now, don't talk about guns and stuff like that.
Talk about
when you come here every day,
sanitation.
Talk, at least give yourself 15 minutes or 30 minutes for review, newspaper review. Give yourself some small time. Let's we discuss about how we can use even call me once a week. I will come and sit and talk about sanitation. Perfect. If you can give me that chance.
Perfect. So, do you have dates that people who are interested can actually join you, make some time to join you to go around?
Yeah, for now, the dates are not set yet because I haven't started a road show. Nice. So, for now, I can give out a number.
Give out the number.
So, when you want to join the Fatu Dustbin campaign, it's 0244 780 128.
Again,
0244 780-128. You can call, and when you call and you're interested, you join. At least there'll be little allowances for everybody that joins.
Right.
Yeah, there'll be little. You can't just
something
come,
small,
something small
to fuel you.
To fuel you.
Very
That's
necessary.
what I'm saying.
Call on your fellow artists to also come and help.
Yes,
I, think
I have
cause.
an endorsement. You know, I can't show it on video right now.
Yes, but you can talk about it.
Yeah, I have an endorsement from Funny Face,
right,
Zab Mallet, Bessa Simons, Daddy Bosco, teaching the kids how to use dustbin and all that. The thing is, #Fatu Dustbin. Every house needs to have like 3 or 2 dustbins.
At least,
because so you can put plastic waste in one, you can put paper waste in one, and you can put leftover waste
other ones
and other ones in one. Ghana, we mix our garbage, so we don't make use of it, and it becomes a chunk. And some
even the cars that come to pick them up,
yes,
they mix it.
They mix everything.
It's a big problem.
When you put the plastic on one, you can sell it for recycling. You can sell. You can still,
those guys
who come around. There are recycle places around. You can go and sell it. Paper, you can sell it to paper product. Super paper product they use for toilet rolls, paper, calico paper boxes, and juice boxes. They do that with it. And sometimes leftovers, animals eat it.
True.
Dogs eat it. You can give it to people who train dogs and all that. So actually, there's nothing like waste.
There's nothing like waste. I have goats, so my goats they
so
eat
me
leftover.
because I'm the share ball in. I was saying me the brew me punching. No so me good.
And say I'm a man now.
See I'm in beef.
That I have to.
Been the Switzerland of West Africa for some time now, and what I mean by that is, you know, Switzerland happens to be almost the most peaceful country in the world, but it's surrounded by countries with troubles, countries with refugee troubles and things like that. When you come to Ghana also, we happen to be the Switzerland of West Africa, because when you, to the north, we share a border with Burkina Faso, who have been having troubles with these guys. And when you come to the east with Togo, there's problems in Togo. When you come to the west, problems in Cote d'Ivoire and things like that, because we happen to be the only country that these ISIS and Janjaweed militia and the Al-Qaeda people haven't hit yet. So when we're having an event like this, it's an advantage to them to use it to hit, because they always want to come to where a lot of people have gathered. And imagine if any of these people had bought tickets to come to the venue. You see the thing?
With the thing.
I mean, imagine if a bomb had gone off there. Because those people, when they come, the mission is to kill a lot of people. Because when it happens that, I mean, when I go to places like the mall, I'm very careful. But on that night, I had even forgotten about it.
Because we were going for a award.
So imagine if a thing like that had happened, and when he said that somebody could just open a part of the tent and give weapons,
valid.
So he opened my mind like, really? So we have been taking things for granted, because look at the number of people that have converged at the venue. The whole music industry was there, from every artist to every artist, managers, industry players, radio presenters and all. We took things for granted. Because the little that happened, we failed to control it. So imagine if this, guys, these ISIS and, this type of people, had these mercenaries, had gotten there to do something. So Charlie, henceforth, we need to use this as, like, say, every upcoming thing that we do, piano, we need to go through certain vigorous processes before a person could just enter a venue like that. But for the beef session, I think that now that it's in the laws of the authority, I just heard that they've been told to report at 12 p.m. today, because it's in the authorities. We just need to allow the laws to work. I'm just praying and hoping that everybody will drop their ego, so that this thing does not escalate to the next level. Because when you get peeved within, then Ebeshe will say, Charlie, because of he did this, no matter what happens, I will have to retaliate at a certain point. Like the tweet that somebody did, that he's going to take this life and everything. And I heard Twitter has banned the page. You know, because when it happens like that, it might not end today because it will then escalate to the fan bases where they will also going to take it a notch higher. Yesterday, some two people were arguing feverishly, and somebody even threw a blow somewhere around Teshi because of this issue. Yeah, because of this, I was a witness. You understand? So, I mean, I pray that all hearts calm down. People should just believe and understand that we are not here for anybody to live untimely. We are all here to entertain, for people just to be happy. It is at the end of the day, let the music play and let the beef stop.
Right. About his sanitation project.
Yes, the sanitation there. You know, Exo is one of the guys we used to look up to. So you know, he's you know a veteran. Of course, I can't say no. So you know, me and him come from way back. You know, so
Exo Maninya endorsement.
Yeah, definitely.
Video endorsement.
Yeah,
Maninya, K-boy betra. Anyway, thank you very much. So we're going to listen to the song Fatu Dustbin. Yes, Fatu Dustbin.
Produced by Zap Male.
Oh, for real. Okay, so Sticker, drop that song. Let's listen to it.
Yeah.
Zap Male,
yeah, of course.
Reggae, reggae. Oh, here, reggae artist now on fast. Zap Male, yeah.
Charlie, but it's a positive thing, so
yeah,
we have
positive
to
thing,
it.
positive song.
It, you know. Just I will play it. Just call me once a week. Let me come. I mean, it won't change anything.
No, Yanka sanitation.
Just for some few minutes, maybe 15 minutes. What do I have on table today for sanitation? I'll just bring it out.
Right.
People will be learning at home by listening to your radio.
Right.
And it's going to help.
Right. Yeah, that's it. Now we're going to open the phone lines so that you can talk to X-Do.
Shatta are my friends. I know them. I've known them from ever. I beg, their fans should talk to them. And for me, I know they listen to this program a lot. I beg, the two of them should come into agreement. Now they should release a press. They should
Joint press,
press release, whatever it is. They should just come together and tell the general public how sorry they are, and from there they should move on. At least we are all one brothers, you know. We're not supposed to be doing all those stuff, fighting here, they're pulling guns and all that. It's not good for the industry. We are still young, though. The industry is still young. It's not going to anywhere yet. So I think those things, and then we have to take it as an advice, and we have to move on from there. So I know, and then they should support the Fatu Dustbin campaign.
Put the number out again.
It's 0244 780 128. 0244 780 128. Just call if you're interested. We'll take your name and your number. We'll get back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, X-Do.